On the patio, chillin', sippin' from a glass. Big T in the corner, talking about the past. Father Fortenberry telling tales so fast. Gary Poppins flying high, never low, never fast. DW with the beat, got that BourbonNerd flow. Life cruising smooth, watch the sunlight glow. Conversations deep, but the vibe is low. Patio dreams, where our minds just go.
Diddy, 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 can't you please let me out of jail, please? But they said no. We're gonna talk about Diddy and all of these weird, crazy oil party games, whatever they call it. Look, Joe Biden's asking people for jobs, no doubt, and then Israel pulled some shit right out of a 007 James Bond movie. But first and foremost, Father Fortenberry, how are you?
I'm doing excellent. I'm asking for jobs too.
What kind? Well, no, don't say it. Don't
ask no questions.
Don't tell us.
I'll tell no lies.
Yeah.
Look at my pimp hat though. I like that.
That's pretty nice, Jamie.
So I'm wondering though, is your white headphones connected to that white line that runs across your hat? Is it more like a big hoop around your head?
It is.
It kind of looks like it.
Look.
It could be.
Dude, I'm digging the old school expos, man.
You've yet to confirm with me if that was really a type of hat they wore. Was that?
No,
I'm pretty sure it's not.
I think it was.
Except for the side. You know, the side.
Gary, look at Gary looking all cute over there.
It is a better looking hat though.
I do. Have a nice looking original hat.
I'm liking this jersey. Is that a Looney Tunes jersey?
Yeah, it's a wiffle ball squad. Wiffle squad jersey.
Wiffle squad.
From Wiffle Stock back in the day.
Greatest
Are you
wiffle
going to
name
Wiffle
ever.
Stock? I think Wiffle Stock's coming up.
No, yeah, it is coming up. No, I'm not going.
You're not going.
Greatest wiffle name ever was Wiffle House.
I'll probably pull something in Wiffle.
I love that one.
Yeah, it was with the I instead of
You're going to pull it out.
It was pretty good.
That's why it's a wiffle, not waffle.
Yeah, it was waffle. I really wish it was Waffle House. Though.
Marty Mar.
What's
What's
up,
going
people?
on with you, the Bourbon
How y'all
Nerd?
doing? I don't know, just chilling. Had a good day at work.
Calm down, dude.
Man, he
I'm
gets so
calm as I can be.
excited. You almost can't contain him, can you?
I know.
It's like containing werewolf.
Yeah.
No, Gary's more like containing a werewolf. All right, look, Diddy got arrested. Look, I got to be honest with you. I thought he was already arrested. So I'm not the only one that did. Okay, I thought he had been arrested when his plane disappeared or some stuff. But Diddy's been arrested, and some of the crap that they are claiming he's responsible for is absolutely crazy.
Well, did you hear how he was arrested? They said he ran up on his roof.
What?
Yeah, they said, look, there's a diddler on the roof.
The roof is
There's
on
a diddler
fire.
on the roof. I'm just kidding.
Diddler?
I made that whole thing up just so I could say diddler on the roof.
It's the P Diddler.
You know,
I mean, it's gone from Puff Daddy to Diddy to Diddle.
now we know what he's puffing on.
And which one's in jail?
Oh, poor Puff Daddy, man. He's doing all this for Biggie, you know. Can't you see?
He's saying
Sometimes
big
you love-
LBNC.
Yeah. Look, dude was a freak. But his lawyer went to court and said, look, it's not against the law being a freak.
He's right. He's right.
She's
But he
right.
was
She's right.
technically trafficking these people with
Okay, that is against the law.
across like
Well, you
state
know,
lines.
They
and
found
stuff.
1,000 bottles. I think it was 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I think it was lube.
in
I don't
his
think it was
possession.
oil.
No, it's baby oil.
Look,
is it
they
baby
could
oil?
have been recreating the scene from old school where Blue was wrestling girls.
That was KY though. That wasn't.
Look,
It was
the
KY, you're
internet
right.
erupts with baby oil memes as disgusting Diddy indictments unsealed. So they're telling us he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil because he would apparently have these baby oil parties.
I dare them to try to seal this with all that oil.
Good thing I ain't got water beds no more.
He'd be chasing them all over the place, man. What are you talking about?
Diddy. We know, like R. Kelly said, it gets a lot of pee on folks. Just
I want to pee
He
on
called it
you.
freak off. He would have a freak off. Yeah.
get your freak. Maybe
A freak off. I mean,
get your freak off.
it's like, is that like battle rapping? Like, do you go, oh, you know, after you?
Yeah, but there's probably baby oil
remember-
and no clothes involved.
Do you remember? Why does everything go back to South Park? You remember the South Park episode where they had the whore off? Was it whore off or freak off?
I don't remember.
I don't recall.
I don't
any of
recall.
It
that.
was Mr. Slave and Paris Hilton, I think.
Oh, yeah. Or they were just putting, yeah.
Yes, they were shoving.
They were
items
shoving items in foreign places like the Diddler.
like that.
So they
Well, I hope somebody has him dressed up like the old school Riddler.
me. Maybe we can get that.
I will make
You know
one, the
what?
Diddler.
Maybe I should
Oh.
put that as our.
You'll never get me
thumbnail.
back, man. I'm the Diddler.
Oh, it'd be like Mario when you go underground. It goes diddle, diddle, diddle. Diddle, diddle.
You know that I never even thought of diddle when I heard that song. But you're right. It's diddle, diddle,
I
diddle.
didn't either.
I will now.
That was really
Look, next time I play Mario, I'll be like, "Damn you, P Diddy."
Yeah, P Diddy. We're gonna go when he goes down the little tube. He goes to the freak off down there with some baby oil. Dang. No, Diddy's got a lot of problems though. They went to set bail. They wouldn't let him out of jail. They set a $50 million cash bail, but basically wouldn't take anything for collateral. So dude is stuck in jail. A lot of people think he's gonna meet the same fate as Epstein. They think he knows too much on people.
But did he keep the records? Epstein did.
I don't know, but
He had video evidence, didn't he? Didn't he have like? The reason I thought he'd already been arrested because I thought he had video.
I think he'll
all
catch
of
the
this
same
stuff.
fate of Andy Dufresne off of what was that movie?
That's Shawshank.
Yeah, Shawshank.
Andy Dufresne was the only innocent man in Shawshank.
Yeah, but he also
Diddy's not the only innocent.
No,
He
but
probably-
Andy Dufresne got towed down by the sisters, if you remember.
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't think we have video evidence of that one, but it surely happened.
No.
People are piling it on though. 50 Cent went after the old boy too.
50 Cent? Wow.
50 Cent. Yeah, they apparently had a spat for quite a long time.
They have.
I even heard Tupac got on to him for what happened to him.
You don't mess with Curtis. Wasn't that's his name, Curtis?
Tupac's upset. Yes.
Yeah, Tupac's very upset. He didn't get invited.
He
to the
came back
freak show.
alive.
He rolled on his grave and got up.
Oh, man.
Well, and some crazier news than that. Maybe that's not crazy. Maybe that's just lifestyles of the rich and famous. Look, Israel, in 2-day span last week, they blew up pagers of, was it the Hezbollah pagers or was it the other
Yes.
people?
Hezbollah.
Hezbollah's pagers. Then the very next day, while they were in mourning over losing all these warriors with the pages, they blew up their walkie talkies. Now, look, if I am any of those countries, anything electronic, I'm cutting out the lights. I'm throwing it and keeping it as
VHS
far
players
away
and get
from me
rid
as
of
possible. But how badass
It is
is
badass.
that's like playing the long game right there. That's like playing chess where everybody else playing checkers.
Now, I have an unpopular opinion, but to me, it's a terrorist attack. It is an act of terrorism.
I could agree to that extent, yes. But they're in a war. And there are...
Okay, they're in a war with who?
With Hezbollah.
Okay.
Terrorists.
Yes.
Terrorists.
So
Hamas.
is,
Hezbollah.
is Lebanon part of this war?
Yeah, they put themselves in it. They've been supporting the Hamas. They actually attacked Israel from the north as well. Sent rockets over.
I just want to say that there is no rules to war. Whoever wins decides what the rules were.
Look, I support Israel, but this feels a little terrorist.
It's very James
little
Bond.
terroristy.
Yeah, I think it was a focused attack on their Hezbollah supporters and warriors. And if there were innocent people involved, sorry, but they didn't they didn't just randomly go blow up iPhone.
Let me
Actually, I've been thinking about
let me ask you this.
my iPhone. I'm like,
we
I don't think I need
just
more.
got through with 9/11 memorial.
Yeah.
From the standpoint of the terrorists, they were at war. If there's any people that got caught in it, I mean, everybody has a terrorist.
No, none of those people that they killed were warriors.
They were not targeting, any type of our bases or anything like that. They were targeting just general people.
Well, Israel targeted general people.
No, they were targeting warriors.
It just so happened if that warrior was beside innocent people.
How do you know everybody had a beeper? But I mean, Sir Mix-a-Lot could have been caught up in that if he'd been there.
Well, I bet you they wish they hadn't given
How
the
they even
beeper
get the
away at
beep?
that
How
point.
they even get the stuff in the beepers? That's my question.
My question:
Actually,
who has
story.
beepers?
Actually, there is a story that tries to explain how it happened.
Yeah,
They took all of them to Smooth Wireless.
yeah. But I heard a story that one person who was killed by one of the beepers while they were having the funeral. At the funeral, the walkie talkies went off. That's just
wild.
That's just bad.
Yeah.
Look, it's cool. It's some pretty amazing stuff.
And
to me, it's a little iffy.
All right, so here's how it works. Mossad spies located the pagers being transported from Gold Apollo in Taiwan. Agents plant as little as 2 ounces of explosive next to the lithium-ion battery, as well as remotely operated trigger. At 3:30 p.m. in Lebanon, Israel sent a message that looked like it was coming from Hezbollah leadership. It actually triggered the explosive, sparking a series of explosions around the country.
Now, I will say this: if they sent a message that looked like it come from Hezbollah leadership, and the people responded a certain way, then I could see that being a completely targeted attack.
Can you respond on a beeper?
Yeah.
A two-way pager, homie. Come on,
Do
you
they
didn't
got
have one of
those?
them
Yeah.
two-way?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they do. That must be running one way.
I thought a beeper was only
Actually,
one way.
this does look more like a two-way pager.
So okay, so if you
So
respond
this is
back,
1990 technology.
so if
not-
you well, yeah,
1980.
99, 95.
Yep.
So if you respond back and then it goes off, I can see that being a 100% targeted attack.
I never had a beeper.
I didn't either. I mean, we were
Oh, I did. I had two at one time.
drug dealers.
Never was drug dealer, but I had two beepers.
I never had
Because
a beeper.
look, y'all don't remember the days when like service was so shady, especially over in our neck of the woods. Like one page would work in one part of town, the other page would work in another part of town.
I love how Terry thinks we're infants.
Then you
Yeah.
go to the
I remember
payphone.
them. I just
Yeah,
never
then you
had
go to
them.
payphone, call them back.
Now, like the first cell phone I had, I mean, you know, like we all had.
I had a bag phone.
I had a bag phone.
Well,
a bag.
I had Suncom was the first service I had, and it would work like down Interstate 40.
Yeah, I had a
Mine was Suncom.
I had a Cricket for a little bit back in the day, and you could only like call
I have
within like
never.
the Memphis
I've
area.
been with Suncom since. I mean, I've been.
They
AT&T.
became
Yeah.
AT&T.
What
I
other became
started
Suncom,
with,
AT&T, Singular, AT&T?
Alltel is who
Alltel,
I
that's
started
what it
with.
was.
Then I
Sorry.
became Suncom because they had a tower in my hometown.
The battery was like 3 times as big as this phone.
Oh, yeah.
Just for
Yeah.
the bag phone.
Then the StarTAC came out. That little
Yep.
dude. Then they were
Razor.
big. Yep, there we go. All
Oh,
that.
Razors were really all
What was
started.
the big one?
The brick, the
What was the
Nokia,
brick?
Yeah.
57.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Well, that was a weight.
I think my mom
5785.
had that one too. I think
I had that playing Snake on it like champ. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's all you have a Snake.
Yeah,
And you text people with like, to get to one word.
yeah. It was like that for a while until we got to
Blackberry.
BlackBerry. Yeah, where it had a whole keypad on that gent.
So I had, it wasn't a BlackBerry. It was a predecessor to a BlackBerry. It was one of the first.
It was the blueberry.
It was a
Blueberry.
Burberry.
It's one of the first smartphones to come out. And it's right around the time one of the popes died.
Yeah, I remember that you
And I was going online reading about the Pope dying.
like all day,
Yeah.
every day.
I had like a $700 phone bill.
Oh, you didn't know you were
So
paying
much-
for data. There you go. Now, those were the days
Yes.
when you had to pay for data.
Yeah,
I remember, look, when the iPhone came out, I didn't get the first one, maybe second or third, and I got that unlimited data package. And it was a few years later, I went to upgrade my phone and used to go into the place. And I remember that kid behind the counter, he's like, he pulling up, well, how much data do you want? He goes, you have unlimited data?
Yes, I remember the days.
think
Yeah.
you cracked the
said,
code.
Your grandfathered in. It was like it was the holy grail
Yes.
of data
Yeah.
at that point.
So
Because
I
no
had
one else had unlimited
Yeah, I had
data.
unlimited data. And then there was a time period where they would got
You
did
were
away
roaming.
with.
You were probably roaming.
Yeah,
Well, you know, there's a time period they did away with unlimited
I
data.
was godfathered in.
I was too, yeah, because when we did it,
Godfathered.
actually, as a
I was
matter of
the
fact,
godfather.
I went to go upgrade my phone, and they said if you upgrade, you'll lose your unlimited data.
And you didn't upgrade.
You
did
did
you?
No,
not
hell
upgrade.
no.
No,
Exactly.
no.
All right. So look, we'll lighten things up a little bit. Been kind of serious start today. The weirdest studies of the year revealed in the spoof LG Nobel
Had a
Award.
chill go down my spine.
What? Did
You
you
know,
get
that means
electrocuted?
a cat ran across your grave. Right?
No, we ain't in Ohio.
Could be. So these are the studies
It-
of some of the craziest scientific studies that occurred in the past year. Let me check it out here. Psychologist, University of Minnesota, received a posthumous gong for his work on Project Pigeon, where he was able to teach pigeons to guide missiles during the Second
That's
World
old.
War.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's
yeah.
old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pigeon to guide missiles?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
they use a
here's,
homing
you want to tell
pigeon.
you how it worked?
Okay, how does a pigeon fly faster than the missile?
No. So what they do? The pigeon was the pigeon was inside the cone of the missile, or as a bomb really, and he would peck the direction.
What the?
Yeah. So what they do? They take these pigeons. They put pictures in front of them, teach them to peck on the picture, and he'd put him inside the capsule of the nose of it, and they'd peck it.
What if that pigeon saw an overpass?
Boom. Blew it up.
Well,
What was your shelf life on these pigeons?
look, that was
It was
good.
a one and done.
Yeah,
And a one-time
one and
trip,
done.
baby.
I mean, you got to put them in like that day or.
Well, no, so they sit there and train them with different pictures, and then they'd stick them in the front of that. And I mean, there's a one-time thing. isn't
Yeah,
it?
oh, I know that. I mean,
Yeah, you got one shot at
I mean, you
The
can't put
pigeon.
them in there a month ahead of time.
Pigeons,
That's what I'm talking about.
pigeons go down and go, I like Bard.
The Anatomy Prize went to a team of scientists. Maybe that's how they did the pagers. They had
Pigeons in
pigeons.
them?
Or baby
Pigeons.
pigeons in them.
Look, I bet they're going to homing pigeons next because they're like,
that's
and
the
then
only way
they're
they're
going to
gonna
find out.
communicate.
They're going to go to homing pigeons and then find out they trained them to blow them up for. Poor Hezbollah. Yeah.
Look, they're gonna start just mailing letters. They can't do that either.
Can't do that either. You get the anthrax. They're like,
Thank you, Unabomber.
maybe they just convert and be done with it. The
Man.
Anatomy Prize went to a team of scientists in France who wanted to investigate whether. Check this one out. Hey, you know how in the northern hemisphere toilets swirl one way and the southern hemisphere so the other. They were wanting to know if hair swirls, like with cowlicks, did that, and I'd be damned if it doesn't.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Counterclockwise whirls seem to be more prevalent in the southern hemisphere. Okay, that's cool.
That is cool.
Hey, wow. Okay.
Southern.
Maybe your cowlick pie has something to do with magnetism.
Well,
I don't know.
It's not magnetism.
Yeah,
It's
north,
the west
north and south pole.
Yeah, but it's the spinning. It's the rotation.
It has to do with the poles.
Electromagnetic.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you're on the
electromagnetic.
equator, water goes straight down.
Are you sure about that?
Does it?
Yep.
We need to ask.
There's a
Echo
go.
that.
You can,
All right, Dr. Father. Let's see. The chemistry award was won by a research team who used a lab technique to separate drunk and sober worms.
Why weren't we getting drunk?
A U.S.
They like to
based
party?
team was awarded the biology prize for exploding a paper bag next to a cat standing on the back of a cow, with the aim to understand more about how and when cows spew their milk. The two found that cows temporarily stopped ejecting milk when frightened. So if you frighten a cow, they're not going to eject milk.
what did the cat have to do with it?
I'm not quite sure. I have no idea, Jamie. No idea.
Hey, diddle diddle. The cat and the
I'm just
fiddle.
reading the news. I'm not.
P Diddy in the middle.
Man.
Okay, this
That's
one
just
team
messed
flipped
up.
350,000 coins. That's dumb.
I'm still blown away by the hair thing.
The hair
Yeah,
thing.
I'm actually impressed.
What? Because
with
they
that.
had some?
So did y'all hear we're going to have an extra moon for about 2 months?
Yeah. I heard
Heard
that.
An
that.
extra moon?
Extra
Was it
moon.
like Jupiter or
I
something?
thought it was 9 days. Was it
Was it 9? Was
60
it-
days? Maybe it's 60 days.
I might
59
be
days.
wrong. Might be 9 days. You know what? They must have said 2 weeks.
Did y'all see the total eclipse of the moon the other night?
I did not.
I went to bed. Like
I saw
early that
the
night.
total eclipse of the heart.
We were live that night. Let's see any other interesting ones. Here's a trout one. Dead trout. Never mind. That's dumb. All right, let's
just
go on something
Warm
else.
water.
Dump trout.
Yeah,
Dead
so
trout is
we have a meteor that has been hauling ass through space, and it got caught in our orbit. It's going to go around for about, maybe they said 2 weeks. It's only like 33 feet. It's about the size of Winnebago.
Are we sure it's not alien
hold on.
life form?
Okay, this one's cool. A botany prize went to these two people for finding evidence that real plants imitate shapes of neighboring artificial plastic plants. That's kind of cool.
Oh, that's
How
cool.
would they even know what the
How could they
shape
even
is?
see? They don't have eyes.
Wow. I don't know.
Do they just feel the aura of the dead, not real plant?
I don't know.
Wow.
Is the plastic plant really living?
I wish I could hear a plant scream when they get cut
Okay,
down.
this may be the dumbest one, but this is the medicine. These three individuals demonstrated that fake medicine. Now, let me slow down to make sure, because I had to read it 3 times. Fake medicine that causes painful side effects can be more effective than fake medicine that does not cause painful side effects.
I agree with that 100%. Like placebos.
Placebos.
Yeah, I would actually, yeah.
People's minds are
Yeah,
controlling these
and your
things.
mind is more apt to think you're sick than you're healed.
Yeah. People got problems.
I
right,
mean, you
the
know,
physics
what
prize.
what's it called?
When you
Mass hysteria. So there was a case just like 5 years ago where in like Delaware or somewhere like that, a whole group of teenagers thought they were sick.
but they
yeah.
weren't.
Yeah, they weren't.
Physics prize went to James Lau for demonstrating and explaining the swimming abilities of a dead trout. I could have done that one in about 2 minutes.
A dead
They
trout
don't
swims.
swim. Okay. This one's pretty cool, though. Physiology. There's like 20 people for discovering that many mammals are capable of breathing through, not their nose or mouth. Where would they breathe
Butthole.
through?
Their anus.
Their anus.
Anus. Ooh.
Your anus. Interesting. I might have to look at
Do
study
you like
up.
as a squeeze?
Well, what they did is they stuck them underwater and they kept seeing bubbles come from their butt. And it's like they're breathing.
They're breathing from
They're
their
breathing.
anuses. They're breathing. They gotta breathe.
Check this out. This is
Took
interesting.
you a second there, didn't it?
All right, this
No,
is
I was
interesting.
thinking something else that I ain't gonna say.
Okay.
The demography prize went to this person for detective work to discover, this is funny, that many of the people famous for having the longest lives lived in places that had terrible birth and death record keeping. So they really don't know when they were born. Think about that for a minute, right?
There you go.
I wonder how much money our government paid these people to do these.
That's really what I was thinking about when you started this. Was,
Could
what
you
it would
imagine
take.
going through life not knowing how old you are?
Once you hit like 30, does it even matter?
Toby Keith
When
said,
would you know you hit 30?
Toby Keith said,
Oh, okay.
What-
Once you hit,
would you know
Once you
how old
grow
you
a
were?
beard,
Didn't know
does
when
it
you were
matter?
born or whatever?
I mean, no.
does it really matter how old you are until you like going to draw,
No,
retire, or
look,
draw?
Because we
Social
all
Security.
know people that are twice our age that are in twice as good a shape we're in.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know many twice my age anymore, but
Well, fair enough.
a couple. maybe.
Fair.
Well, I mean, I don't know about twice my age.
Yeah, there ain't many.
There's very
Yeah,
few.
so
but-
take back everything you just said and think about.
but we
See,
all-
he doesn't even know how old he
Like-
is anymore.
like
But
one
yeah,
in
you're
a-
right. I feel like I'm 30. Yeah, twice my age would be 86.
That's pretty old.
All right, this is perfect lead in. Go ahead.
But like we all know
lead in.
people in their late 70s and 80s that are way better shape than we are.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're the exception to the rule, but they're out there.
Well, I don't know how much they're an exception to the rule. They're in good shape. People born before the year 2000 are revealing their obsolete skills that nobody uses nowadays. So this is a list of things people say they could do that they can't anymore, that no one uses. Been able to draw shapes. Here, I'll show you this one.
People
He said,
can't- people
I
can't
can
draw
I can draw that shape easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me
but no
2
one needs you
seconds.
to anymore. The computer will do it for you.
I don't want them to draw my shape that I use.
Adjust the antennas on the TV to improve picture
You know,
reception.
I never learned to do the thing with the piece of paper where you do like that.
Oh, where you
That
fold
opens
the
up.
Yeah.
origami stuff?
Yeah.
The one where you go, give me a number, and you go,
Yeah,
with,
yes,
you go
yeah,
out
and the
with me.
color,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
I-
you flip it.
I never learned that.
I never did that.
Adjust the TV antenna.
Oh, that's easy.
Parallel parking without a backup camera. Look, I'm terrible even with a backup
Did the
camera.
foil ever
I can
help
parallel park.
y'all's antennas?
Absolutely.
I felt like it didn't. Maybe I was doing it
It gave
wrong.
you a false sense of
It did.
accomplishment.
It did.
Yeah.
Look, I remember climbing up on the side of the house,
Hey,
moving it to the size of this
yeah,
room.
I did too. Getting my parents to pick me up at school by calling them collect and saying the
Yeah.
call is from pick me up, so they wouldn't
Ah,
accept
there
the
you go.
charges.
I'm ready,
I can
Grandpa.
do that. Yeah, yeah, because you could yell it real quick in the background. This call is from come get me. Yeah, right now. Yeah. Wind a cassette tape using a pencil. Oh yeah, man.
Oh, that's
for
easy.
sure.
Well, pen cap worked way better.
Yeah.
Either or.
I know it's
Cursive handwriting. Apparently, they only teach kids. Look, that's going to be the lost language. Like when we're
Yeah.
older and these kids were trying to give secret messages, we'll just write in cursive.
so you know the scary part of this is not teaching kids cursive. They can't read historical documents.
Yeah, because a lot of it's done in cursive.
That's right.
This one came up in a discussion I was having somewhere.
Like
This next one.
probably Christopher, but like my kids in there will probably not be able to read the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, it'll be gone. It'd be
Wow.
be like hieroglyphics to them.
And you know, if you have a citizenry that cannot read historical documents, the government can tell them whatever they say
That's
it
true.
Yeah.
is.
That's all a ploy.
all
Take
a
away
ploy.
cursive writing and then control their minds. Reading a stinking clock. A clock with hands.
Hey,
People don't know how to read
Charlie
clocks.
don't do this anymore because she's teaching high school. But when she was teaching middle schoolers in math, she would remove all the digital clocks from the room and have an analog clock, which I thought was cool.
Coding MySpace. Did y'all ever do that?
I never.
I can't get- I
never
did
coded
that
MySpace.
stuff. Yep. But anyway.
How about making a burning the CD?
I
Remember
could
the
do
words
that.
that used to go into burning the
Yeah.
CD?
Oh man, you
Lord,
never gonna
yeah.
stack them.
Yeah, and
It
just
take-
watching
it
all the
take a long time,
Yeah,
too.
and boy, when you got that dude out, boy, it was fire.
Man,
But
more-
then I would get one out sometime and it just didn't work. And you'd be like, damn, I got to
gotta go do it all again.
burn the CD. Yep.
yeah.
Saving a friend's family computer has been taken over by adware from LimeWire. Yep. I remember
No,
that.
I
Yeah.
didn't do all that.
Well, that's from all the CDs.
I was always the one that had a lime that had stuff on.
Hey, let me go use your computer so I get.
How
burn a
about
few
this?
songs.
This one's interesting. Being comfortably bored. I mean, really, we consider
yeah.
boring now. Oh, well, we're bored. But we've always got a screen in front of our face.
What's that? Yeah.
There's time you just sit outside and like
Now, and granted, my son's
toss rocks.
ADHD, and y'all watching, y'all have no idea unless you've seen him. But these guys here do. But to have nothing to do looks like it physically hurts him.
Yeah.
Like I can't wrap my mind around. I mean, I remember being bored too as a kid, but like it's different.
People don't remember being in 10-hour car rides with nothing
to
to
look
do.
out the window. You
Look out the window. You make up your own
Yeah, we
game.
had coloring books, but I mean,
you
yeah.
color.
Do different.
Yeah,
state
but if
car
you're
tags.
colorblind, what do you color everything same? You just use the same colors for everything? Yeah, coloring books.
Man,
James Fuck.
They gave Jamie 8 blue crayons. He just didn't even know.
People like, look, everything was the same color.
Everything was gray.
man, y'all hateful.
But I
It was
heard
in black and white.
I heard there's some studies now that it's not people really or kids aren't addicted to, iPads or iPhones particularly, but the blue light they're addicted to
I could probably buy that.
from the phone itself, just the blue light.
Could be.
Your body. Is
Hey, maybe
wanting
we
that.
could do a government study and they'd pay us a lot of money. Since this podcast thing's not paying us anything, maybe a study on blue light would.
Yeah.
How about this? Do you guys remember when you had which channel was the TV listings channel? And it was solely dedicated to strolling through what was airing. Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember
Like
that.
it was a low one. I can't remember what it was at parking.
They were,
Well, they were all
telling
low
him
because we had like 15 channels.
Burning CDs is one of them.
A rotary phone.
Rotary.
I thought about that one.
Yeah, and like people make fun of Gen Zs that can't do, but I mean, I get it. They can't do it.
Like just can't. do it.
Actually, here a while back, I found a rotary phone. It took me a minute to remember you got to let it go all the way over and then come all the way back.
Really?
Really.
It just took me. It wasn't like forever, but I was like,
Dude.
oh yeah, you got.
I want to say my nana had a rotary phone till I was like 12 or 15. 12
I'll
or
say
13.
this.
I had one. I went to college.
I'll
Sure,
tell y'all
same.
this. Yeah. Well, no, when I was a teenager, we had the look like the old school phone, but it had the push button.
Yeah, it just had the. It
No,
just
we
hung
still
on the
had it.
wall
Yeah.
on a little
But
plastic.
no. I
bracket.
mean, it looked like one of the ones that you stuck to your ear like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just a decorative.
I always like getting the
but
phone.
it worked. I mean,
Yeah, I know
Getting
what
the
you're talking
phone
about.
and
So-
doing the rotary and let it go over and you're click, 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 click.
Yeah, I'll tell y'all this, and I was so embarrassed, and nobody. I mean, I was embarrassed to myself because I was the only person that was aware of what I was doing.
As you should be.
So they gave me a set of drawings the other day to go to the job site, and it was just a sheet of paper, just standard sheet of paper. And I'm looking, I'm like, man, that's tiny. And I grabbed it, and I did like that, and I realized I'm holding a sheet of paper.
You tried to.
I tried to.
Click to enlarge.
How much had you drank that day?
It doesn't. I was like, dude.
What did I just do?
That's pretty cool though.
But I mean, you get so used to.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to get some of these.
Yeah, that's next, bro.
Well, I called my boss. I said, or I texted him. I said, hey man, email me these drawings. He said, you got a page? I said, yes, the size of a. Watch my mouth. It's the size of a sheet of paper.
You needed that
He
big
said,
page.
oh, good point. Well, I mean, by the time it's tiny. I mean,
Yeah, you need that whole big magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Crying, not posting it online. Like,
What?
men are not doing that. Not having a social media to post that you're crying.
Yeah.
Program a VCR. Look, some of them VCR were hard to
They were
program.
hard
were.
program.
They were.
When they started skipping around, you had to adjust them to where they play good.
Oh, this is a good one right here. Memorizing people's phone numbers.
So
I probably know
say that.
Marty's, Ginger's.
I thought about that.
I don't know Sam. I know.
Now, I'll say this. If one of
Dude,
you.
it may be only one.
I'll
If
say-
one of
I'll
you
say
called
that.
me, I would know your number. I could dial it, but I would know your number if you called me because that's one of the last few. I know Charlie's number, but I know my grandmother's number. That's the only numbers I remember.
Yeah, I can remember the city hall.
Yeah.
remember City
I
Hall?
don't remember. I don't remember mine at
grandma's
parking.
number.
Why are you
I mean-
calling City Hall all the time for?
My mom worked there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
This
And you had to
one-
dial 3 numbers.
Look, this one I think we still use. Can remember
Yeah.
how to get to places based on landmarks, street names, and block numbers and area. Yeah, landmarks is the only way to tell somebody how to get there.
Yeah.
I mean, and now MapQuest seems.
That's what my grandma used to tell me how to get places. She's like, you're going to see this building that looks like this. Take a right there. I'm like, what's the street name? No, you see this building that looks like
I know.
this. You take it right there.
Look,
Look,
how
give
about
me straight names.
doing text messages on the old keypads?
Yeah, we was just talking about that earlier.
Oh,
yeah.
we did bring that up. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, we talked about a couple of discussions ago.
Yeah.
Here we go for Gary. Blow cleaning game cartridges. You still have to do that. Gary's got
They
all the
say
old
that
games.
doesn't help.
It does
it-
help.
It,
It
had,
does.
It had to help.
It helps a little bit, but
Yeah.
it just makes it dirtier in the end. The best way to do it is get your alcohol with your Q-tip and then
I
scrub it
take
that
my
way.
tongue and go,
Easily speaking to live customer service. If you can get live customer, you know how hard it is to get live
look,
customer
they're either going
service.
to be not live or Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to wait 10 minutes.
Listening to an entire album from beginning to end. Probably the last one I did that with was on Spotify. It wasn't an album, and it was probably Morgan Wallen, maybe a lot, 2 or 3 years ago.
The last
I can't
one
even remember listening to music hardly lately.
I listen to music all the time. The last one I listened to front to back was Chris Stapleton's first album. That's the last
Traveler?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the last one I listened to front to back.
Recording songs off the radio. You remember that'd be like the
Oh,
top,
yeah, I used to do that with-
Yeah, they'd be like the top 10
Yeah, top 10
activities or
sound
something, and you'd
terrible.
record the whole
Yeah, but you'd have
top
to
10.
take a spitball and stick it to the side of the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the little
ring.
things are
Yeah.
broke
This
out
is
there.
Casey Kasem with the top 40s. And you'd be like, okay, here
Yeah,
comes
like
my fucker.
you just sit there
you
waiting.
go.
There you go.
Got it.
Oh, look, this one. Watching a channel you're not supposed to be watching and having Cartoon Network on last. So you're like watching HBO.
Hit previous.
And you hit previous real quick. When somebody walks
Or watching trying to watch a show that's supposed to be
The channel that's going flipping
yeah.
back and
yeah,
forth.
That's
you just
the
listen to the sound.
them were the old days. And then you had the satellite dishes that could get some channels.
When
and
did those
couldn't.
go away? When did that
I know you
channel
just
go
sit there
away?
and imagine what's happening. Like,
Yeah, you're like, you catch a glimpse.
boy, I sit there one day just getting all wound up. Then the screen popped on for a second. I was listening to tennis.
Hey, here's one. I think we probably all know this. Knowing all the words to Gangster's Paradise and the Fresh Prince theme song.
I still know that.
Wait, yeah, that's pretty easy.
Let's see. Anything else? We're going to wrap this one up. Minding my damn business. That's the best one ever. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. That's the last one on the list.
Look, one of my favorite video memes is there's like some people out in the street fighting. A dude's out there vacuuming his grass.
It was what?
Vacuuming his grass so he could listen.
Oh,
to
no.
him.
That's a crackhead.
No, he was, just pretending.
He's just being nosy.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
No, I did see a couple videos of like the woman was looking out the blinds trying to be nosy. The dude ran up and just opened the blinds when she was standing there.
Because that used to be the deal. The neighbors would be nosy, right? They'd be looking out. Now it's Facebook nosy. Somebody posts something, they start going to look.
Yeah.
I do it too, but I don't post stuff. I just go looking at stuff.
People done forgot it was an A/B conversation, and they see themselves out.
See your way out.
You can't even be a smart ass very well. Your
Smartest guy in the room can't be a smart ass.
Your delivery was so lacking.
Here's his AB conversation. You need to leave.
It's an AB conversation.
Come back tomorrow.
Hey, it's an AB conversation. Do you mind to leave, please? Please, if you don't mind.
I appreciate that.
We'll
Thank you.
continue. Yeah, I appreciate it greatly. Yeah. Your favorite one-term president, Joe Biden, 81, recently was at an Hispanic Heritage Month event. Ask her, could he have a job? Because he's about to be kicked out of the White House.
No, he is absolutely being kicked out of the White House. He was not. He didn't take. He didn't fall on the sword or take one for the team. He got removed.
What's she gonna do? Make him an actor? She's an actress.
I don't know. I guess he wants to be a maid. He probably wants to be a
He just
grumpy
asked for a
old man.
job. Now Clinton would have been like,
It's like I got a job for you.
Clinton said, "I need a job."
These are the
Hillary is not over here. I can't. That's terrible.
you can't
Clinton.
do it,
I
Clinton.
didn't think it was that bad.
But you know with the
Clinton.
Thank you.
but with the Clintons, there's only one way in and one way out. With the Clintons, you ain't just
What's the
quitting.
way
I saw a
in?
meme of Hillary. It said talking about the assassination attempt. It said, "What do you mean he got caught? He got caught live." How do we got
Lord.
another assassination attempt?
And look, they refuse to
'cause
give
there's a
him
mole.
more Secret Service. Yeah, I think Gary's right.
There's a
Dan
mole.
Bongino swears there's a mole
There's a
in
mole.
the Secret Service.
Okay,
Dude camped out for 12
12
hours.
hours.
have you heard the rumor? The conspiracy, I guess, that is a operative of Ukraine.
Yeah, so this guy who has no job, who's
He
been
was
to,
in Ukraine.
he's
Yes,
been to
he
Ukraine
was-
multiple times to fight, has $1 million condo in Hawaii. And no one can really figure out how he would afford that.
Well,
He was put on a watch list, and they dropped the ball on watching him.
Well, I could tell he could get money from Ukraine because U.S. is funneling money to Ukraine.
We paying
We
him.
paying him.
And look, who would it benefit? A lot of people, but it would benefit Ukraine immensely if Trump does not get elected.
I think so.
Hold on. What would happen? Here's a good
it-
question. What would happen if Trump was assassinated? Would the election this
I
year
don't know.
continue forward? What would happen?
Well, you'd have to.
Would JD Vance take his place? He wasn't elected. He didn't get any votes, just like
Well,
Kamala.
I don't know what happens. Somebody knows out there what happens.
Yeah, someone's.
The one
who makes the
thing-
rule in this one?
Is Trump wouldn't be president.
Well, obviously.
I mean, I guess he could.
I mean, Biden.
He's
did
on all
already,
the ballots. I guess they could vote Trump Vance.
I guess.
Boy, that'd be terrible for Kamala. She got beat by a dead man.
Dead man.
It happened in
It
Kansas.
did happen in Kansas.
Yes, a dude lost to a dead man.
So I guess it'd go on.
Look, there's a lot. Like Joe Rogan and Trump are now apparently at each other. Some kind of bull crap.
Oh, come on, Joe.
Yeah, I
Come
mean,
on,
he's
Trump.
not necessarily for Kamala, but he says, hey, she was more prepared, and it showed in the debate. And he's right. They knew exactly. Somebody's feeding her all.
Well,
They're
there's
training.
already a conspiracy about that, but I don't think she's necessarily more prepared.
She had a narrative, and she stuck to
I
it.
think she wasn't as bad as people thought, so it caught them off guard.
Well, it could be.
Trump's ego gets in his way.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the only problem
If he
has.
had approached her the way he did Biden in that first debate,
Yeah. But he let
he can't stand it, though.
he let
just
her get
gotta-
to him. He was not flustered, but
well,
he
and he could.
He felt like he had
protect-
to defend himself.
He had to defend his ego is what he had to do.
Yeah,
And
look,
that's-
his ego's going to be his downfall. Anyway.
It is.
Let's see if Gary was in that debate, he'd be like, "Would you mind to not speak poorly of me again?"
And I'd
Mr.
win
Trump?"
too talking like that.
Because you're the hope and change
Yeah.
candidate.
No.
He's a homeless needs change
I know.
candidate.
I'd be like, stop eating our cats. Change.
You know that's a lie, Gary.
I don't know. I bet you somewhere.
No, there's a lot of things that
I don't think
indicate
it's complete.
cats are being eaten,
Cats are
or
being
were
eaten.
eaten, or sacrificed.
I saw a video in New York just yesterday of
a cat being sacrificed.
no, it was a lady had they said they was rats. I don't think they were rats. I think they were probably guinea pigs. But
Guinea pigs are normally eaten.
I was gonna say in
they
Chile they eat guinea pigs. But
yeah, they do. It's a
they're-
delicacy there.
There on a street corner, the lady had some kind of rodent with a rod shoved clean through it.
Getting ready to eat it.
Well, they were on a cooker.
Cooking it.
Oh, yeah. On a street corner.
Rotisserie, son.
And I'm not here to say
Why?
eating cats are bad, but it's a culture shock, is what the problem
Eating dogs,
is.
you know, that was a big to do about RFK, wasn't it? That he ate dog or something when he was in Korea a while back.
I missed
Something
that.
You know, he chopped the whale's head off too.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
chop
he
the
did do
wheels.
that. So
You know,
did
and a
talk
lot
about
of this
that.
stuff has to do with cultural things.
It's
but,
got culture wars, what it is.
but if we went to India and ate a big old hamburger, they would shit a brick.
exactly.
So, I mean, you know, when you're in a culture that doesn't eat dog or cat, you don't eat dog or cat.
Because cows are a holy animal.
Yeah, but
over
our
there.
culture's open to other cultures. People bring their culture here. We're supposed to assimilate when we go there.
No, well, they should. Okay. Hit that. Play us out. Get me stirred up.
Bourbon nerd.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. Leave my cats alone.
Yeah, cats.
Gary.
Everyone
Hold
needs to go.
on.
What?
Clean Gary. There you go. There's good Gary.
Everyone needs to go home and blow out your Nintendo cartridges. They're getting dusty, yo.
Father Fortenberry.
Now we know what was in that lasagna that Garfield was eating. More cats.
More cats.
I know it's Ralph eating the cats, but look, if you like what you heard tonight, hit that like button, tell your friends about it. We can get some more subs on YouTube. Look, if you're already listening on the podcast, Spotify, just go to YouTube and subscribe. That would be a big help to us. But check us out. Hey, good show. Thank you guys for stopping by
I'm
tonight.
living
Lassie
in the
Patty, we'll be out
clouds
of here.
and I ain't gonna fall. Somebody done saved this.
How long?